Good evening. There was a showdown over the harvesting of geoduck this morning near Ladysmith. A flotilla of First Nations boats surrounded commercial geoduck divers who were gearing up to harvest the large, unusual saltwater clam. A News reporter Brent Shearer has more on the story. He was there for the protest this morning. He's now in our Mid-Island Bureau. Brent.
Hudson Fisheries and Oceans Canada opened the waters in front of the Stz'uminus First Nation lands to geoduck divers for just a few hours today. Protest boats forced the DFO to close the fishery.
Today was a good day here, boys!
Commercial geoduck divers were met by fired-up members of the Stz'uminus First Nation this morning. With police looking on, the First Nation protested a Fisheries and Oceans Canada opening of the waters in front of the Stz'uminus Reserve.
And our people are steadfast in trying to stop this thing from happening.
The Stz'uminus First Nation is in the process of getting an application to harvest geoduck. In the meantime, the First Nation is opposed to any commercial activity happening off its shoreline without prior consultation.
We suffer economically. The more rights we have to our own resources, the more successful our people will be.
Geoduck is harvested by divers who rely on breathing lines for oxygen while they work beneath the surface of the water. As the First Nation boats surround the commercial boats, safety is a primary concern. If the oxygen line to a diver was clipped by a boat, the results could be deadly. And so a few hours after the protest begins, word comes from Fisheries and Oceans Canada. The fishery is closed until further notice. It's too dangerous to allow the divers to work.
We won. Yeah, we won the case.
But for diver Mark Boudreau and the rest of the crew on the boat, it was a wasted morning.
I could have stayed in bed early this morning instead, but you know, you got to go do what you got to do, and hopefully we could have been working maybe, but it didn't happen. But there'll be other ways to get the work done.
This is an example of what we can do when we stick together and create opportunities for our own people.
The closure is a victory for the Stz'uminus First Nation, and its leaders are vowing to block any future commercial geoduck openings.
The community is here for the long haul. We're going to, if they want to come back into our territory without the proper consultation, we will be back. We live here. It's our doorstep.
Fisheries and Oceans Canada doesn't know at this point whether we'll open that fishery again. Safety of the commercial divers is a priority, and the threat of those protest boats appearing again may be enough to keep those waters closed. Hudson?
All right, Brent Shearer reporting. Brent, thank you.
Thank you.